What's up, Digidestins? This is Kyle D, better known as RideMyAvatar, and today we have a market watch for you guys. So without further ado, let's dive in the video and talk about it. So guys, if you want to help support the channel with no extra cost, please use the affiliate link down below. It costs you nothing to support the channel, and it's just a great way of doing it while you're checking out cards that you are always ready going to be paying for. So without further ado, let's get into it. So an old but true classic. Metal Greymon Secrets alternate arts are moving up, guys. The hype for Mugen has finally set in, and boy oh boy, if this card doesn't see play, I'm gonna say this right now, will come down pretty quickly, but most likely will. If you guys have this, this is a good opportunity to sell because it seems like people are wanting to grab this older card for the Mugens. Europe side, 15 to 20 euros. But again, for personal take, I really don't think suggesting a huge focal point on the cyborgs themselves, because the problem comes down to is it runs into the same issue Mugen always had, was that these single monocolor cards become near impossible to play in your deck and leads you to actually having trouble to make your Mugen be able to consistently do certain things. Yes, you want to have variety, but sometimes these things hurt you more than anything. 15 to 20 euros, especially because if they're not colored the right way, you're going to be whiffing on your targets. Lucemon X antibody alts are at $22, 23s. I recommend making sure you get your copies just in case once they start showing they announce the Liberator Lucemon, all hell breaks loose, and I don't want you guys to kind of be stuck going like, man, I should have picked up these Lucemon support sooner. Especially if people want a max rarity flex, you're going to want these sooner than later. Now, Europe side looking like 12 to 14 euros. Lord Nightmon X, this is a ticking time bomb. BT22 should have some sort of Lord Nightmon interaction because Lord Nightmon was a pivotal villain in the Cyber Sleuth game, and you know what that means. Cards will get snatched up and this thing will get expensive again, and it's not that far off from doing so. So make sure you get, if you're going to want a max rarity flex, make sure you get your copies. I really do recommend that. Europe side, 15 to 19 euros. Dino Beamon alts starting to cool off little by little. We're losing $1 every couple weeks, so good for us. Good for us. We're down to $67. Europe side, 28 to 33s. Now, Crestgurumon alts spiking up, guys. We're up to $15. It looks like we have some good grounds, and I mean good grounds, to be like, hey, we have at least a confident list to work with the aces and Crestguru and the Blitz Greymon as options for the new Alter S. Just be ready to expect these alternate arts to be a little expensive. 5 to 8 euros. Vortex Resonance. This card's going to go in or out of the format pretty quickly. You know, it's good that it's come down to 20 from that $24 mark. I did always recommend making sure you get your copies early of the EX7 because it was dirt cheap. Now, Europe side looking like 12 to 16 euros. Analog Man Event Pack 5s are up to $20, $30. Now, you do have 21 to 25 euros. Blitz Greymon alts are at $15 to $17. Yeah, this card blew up overnight, and there's no surprise about that. Europe side, 5 to 10 euros. Now, Ariza's, this thing used to be a $10 card, now up to $30 to $40. This card is, if you guys were waiting on being able, you thought you were going to get some decent puppet support, this is what happens when you don't snag the right support early enough. These cards become very, very expensive, and it bridge gaps the player base from being able to play the deck, and these need to be more commonly accessible. I mean, the promotional run for this event sucked, and that hurt. Europe side, 7 to 10 euros. Go Gammamon is at $5 to $7, which is still climbing, guys. I mean, rocks do have new support coming. Do I think this is going to be in the deck? Probably not. They'll remove this card, or it'll come down to like 2. So just be ready for this to come down a little bit. 5 to 7 euros for this. Arcturusmon is $18, holding strong to 20s. Wow. I mean, reprint Resurgent Booster sucked. Let's be honest. This set really made it more challenging to get these cards, and it was ridiculous. And it was like they didn't combine, like, you know, with us, they kind of combined 2 boxes worth of product. We kind of get enough product with our, you know, bigger boxes that it makes it worth it. You usually got a good mix, and when they kind of changed the ratios and changed everything, they really made the set very hard to pull what you wanted. And for everybody that was new to the game, great, this helped you out. This missing and making it hard to pull really hurt a lot of players, and now has created a, just to play Gammamon, I mean, the hardcore Gammamon fans are gonna have already had this support, right? But for people that are just getting in the game, that are just starting to watch Ghost games, this is bridging them out. 10 to 12 euros. Gravity Crush Event Pack 5s are up to $33, going up higher and higher. Crazy. I would only pick up 1 because there's no way this thing survives the next ban list. It will go down to 1. Europe side 18 to 20 euros. Metal Garurumon Acid Apocalypse BT 15 cooling down. We're up to 25s, 28. Just be ready for this card. This thing's gonna pop in and out of the meta on how it wants to be expensive or not. The new Sagittarius mode is really powerful for the deck, and new support has changed things up. You know, 25 to 30 euros. Gray Snowball rare pulls. These things have tanked fast, and people were like, oh Kyle, it'll be like $60-$70 still. I'm like, no, it's not. It's gonna tank like to 30 to 35. These things are 1 per case and very common to pull, or I think it's 2 per case or something like that. It was stupid easy to get this. Europe side 19 to 25 euros. Zafiga rare pulls World Convergence BT 21 26 to $30. 18 to 20 euros. War Greymon X Antibody rare pulls BT 21 is $40 going down if you guys are waiting for this card. And any the Zafiga, I think these are the pull now triggers that are you've been waiting for. To be honest with you, they're in good value range that I think is good priced. Now, Diaboromon alts up to 41. This thing's going to become a $60 card, if not higher, once that Diaboromon support gets shown off. To be honest with you, it's a gamble. I think this thing comes down to 2, if anything, because the whatever new Diaboromon does is going to be better than the last. And I really doubt they're going to stiff on Diaboromon this coming set. 25 to 28 euros. Gammamon Alter B alternate arts 35 and climbing up to 40 to 95. If you have this, just sell it. I think there's people that are willing to pay this price. I think it's a good time to sell, make your money. Europe side 45 to 50 euros. Rena's still holding strong. It cooled off for a little bit, but we're back up to the 60, heading to the 75 range. Europe side 65 to 80 euros. Magna X is at 65 to 70s. Europe side 35 to 40 euros. Taikamiya BT 21 is 28. You know, yeah, I was right. This thing was going to cool off for a little bit, and boom, went right back up. New support, guys, and we have another wave of support coming. So this card's only going to go up more and more. So just make sure you get at least 2 copies and hold on to it. Europe side 18 to 23 euros. Magnamon pre-release stamp from BT16 is holding strong at these 10s, but can easily go to 17 plus and on buyout. Europe side 2 to 4 euros. God, you guys have it cheap. Lord Nightmon release special booster 2.0s are at $11.50. You know, Europe side 50 cents, 50 cents, 50 cents, 1 euro, 1 euro. 2, wow. Arrow Vidramon BT11 $6 to 10s. If you guys have this sitting in your bulk, move it, sell it. You know, 20 cents, 30 cents, 40 cents. AG Nagasumi 11s to $12 range. Remember this thing being stupid, like $20+ I did. Like this thing was 26s. Look at this, how far the deck disappears off the meta, and it just tanks. 20 to 30 euros. Gammamon 2024 Tamer packs are at $30 a pop. I'm not surprised here. People are going to want to be playing the Omni deck. And, well, you know, this card is played. If you have a Tamer Matt Ishida, draw a card. This card will see play, and I really don't think you're going to want to miss out on it. Europe side, 3 to 4 to 5 euros. Gammamon alternate art classic collection has shot up as well. This is because there's people that are able to, with the new Sagittarius and the new Arterius mode, both have great power-ups in their decks of their pure builds, and there's no surprise on this, right? So just something to think about. Europe side looking like 10 to 15 euros. Now we do have Nokia box toppers up to $20 a pop, which is great because you can actually play her because it says Omni in text from the new cards, which is pretty good actually. Europe side 4 to 5 euros. Aradas box toppers have shot up to 14 to 20 bucks. I'm gonna be honest with you, this card will explode if the new support makes it tier 1 and this Arata's played in at least 2 to 3s range. I expect this to go up to maybe 20 bucks, 25s. I don't expect it higher than that because again, it really depends on the build, right? Because I remember the purple hybrid version didn't go that high. It capped out at 10 if I remember, but it's just something to think about. 5 to 10 euros. Now Takatos are down to 20. New art came out, so that means there's now a new functional reprint that you can get your hands on. Europe side looking like 23 to 33 euros. Davis's are at 14 to $16. Yeah, these are the new, you know, 20th anniversary set. So let's take a look. Big thing on that, Europe side doesn't have any of them, but taking a look, you got 14, 15, 12s, 8s, 12, 13, 4s, 7s, and 9s. There's plenty of product to go around. And to be honest with you, if you guys wanted an alt art, you know, Takato, this is probably good fair price. This is not bad for 12 to 13 where, you know, you were paying almost 20 something. Lucemon alts are at 22 going down. Make sure you snag these. I'm going to be straight honest with you. New support will always matter. 12 to 15 euros. Violet and Boots holding strong at $50. If you have this, just sell it, guys. There's no reason for you not to sell it. 27 to 40 euros. Close alts. Remember, this thing was 16. We're up to 22 to going to 30s. Once that disappears off the market, boom. Europe side looking like 10 to 13 euros. Zenith BT21s are at 15 and climbing, going to 20s. Yeah, Galactimon's good. Europe side 7 to 10 euros. Gammamon X's just for the bases are 90 cents, $1. If you guys have this, move it. Europe side 2 cents, 10 cents. Gammamon just EX04 holding strong at this, going to up to almost a $2 to $3 range just because of the shipping costs. Wow. Europe side 10 cents, €1. Ukamon's holding strong at this $13 to $15 range, no surprise. Europe side looking like 4 to 5 euros just for the BT16 version. But all in all, guys, hopefully you found this video informative and a value of your time. Well, guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll catch you next one. Peace.